Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
I'll just go check.
Loud and clear. So Chris is just going to check, make sure the sound's coming through all right. I think it is.
Well, you're not on yet.
Don't tell me you've got to watch an ad.
No, it's not even adding.
Oh. Oops. Mike says it's perfect sound. So yeah, Chris is just making a coffee. If you wanted to know what that clanking was, it was Benny knocking things flying. Hi, Laura. How are you? So, hi, Adrian. How are you? Hi, Tina. So yes, Chris is just making a coffee. I have sent an invite out to someone, but they've not arrived yet, so I'll keep checking.
Oh, we've got terrible duo.
The terrible 2-0. What time do I call this? I ain't gone late. It's you that's late, Baz. So, hiya, Bella. Hiya, Baz.
No, don't say hiya, Baz. No, I just told him off.
Yes, I can assure you, Baz, I wasn't late. There's got a countdown clock on StreamYard, and Adrian's drinking lager.
Lager, there you go.
Yeah. Well, Chris not drinking lager till Thursday. I'm backstage.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. I kept checking, and you weren't there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hello, Mr. DJ Ian.
Hello. How is everyone?
Well, I'm good. How are you?
Same old. So just let me sort this out.
Are you let somebody loose on your ear?
Yeah, Sophie actually. Sophie.
I thought it looked a bit shorter than what it usually is.
Hello, Chris. How are you, mate?
Not bad, mate.
I see you've been out trying to use your camera today. I say trying.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes.
Trying being the operative word.
Until the rain decided to appear.
Right, let's get onto the chat. Where they want. Hi, Bella. Oh, I'm dead too. Okay.
Bella says, tell him to naff off, Jeanette. It's going like the clappers.
Yeah, it's going crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm on the iPad. I'm a bit unusual how everything's working here, but I'll sort it. Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, the reason why I did this little short live stream on Saturday is I had the notification that you could now go live via your iPad or your phone.
Yes, he's done that.
So I says to Chris, Chris had said to me, were you baking live on a Tuesday evening? It'd be a lot more beneficial to you to go live on your phone, and then instead of sort of all camera angles, and it just means pulling it down or pulling it up.
Yeah. I was going to say, well, also, I think if your internet connection is better on your phone than your Wi-Fi, that it bounces out to more users on YouTube as well, so you actually get more views and stuff in.
Well, so, this is it. So
it might work out better for that as well. And those
Amjad, did I miss Amjad?
So there's loads in this Kate in. I know Kate said hi, so hi Kate from me.
So yeah, I mean we're on 5. It went up to 15, down to 13, and now 14. Back up to 14.
Yeah, 14.
Thank you, Tina. So have you had a chance to go out with a drone in the last few days?
No, not the last day or two. The weather's been awful, hasn't it? Tomorrow. I thought I saw you on Crime Watch.
I'm just laughing. Gordo said, who's that dodgy bloke on the panel? Thought I saw him on Crime Watch the other day.
the Scouts version. I am out tomorrow, Jeanette. One that Chris will want to watch. I'm going to a no-fly zone, but I've been given full permission to fly there. right in the middle of a park. I'm going because these two things pretty close by, so I'm going to go there tomorrow and sort that out, weather permitting.
He's going to be right in middle of a park, but he's filming two things.
Stanley Park, Everton, and Liverpool.
He got it. He got
it.
It didn't click with me, Ian, so it's just goes to show you.
When he said park and then two things, it's near Liverpool, and they're all two things that I can think are close to each other from a park. It separates them from it's a mile apart from each ground.
Yeah.
So I've been given permission tomorrow to fly there, so I'm going there tomorrow to fly the drone.
But chuck it down then, don't you?
Well, it's saying it's going to be okay from 8 o'clock in the morning, so I was hoping it was going to be a bit more sunnier, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
But we are in for another heat wave, apparently.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I think it's next week, that isn't it? Next week.
Well, I'm going to say I don't think it's going to happen until next week. I think we're going to get more of the same as what we've been getting. You know, but it did say that it's going to warm up.
Well, that's what it needs. So I don't know what it's been. Well, I know you're only like an hour and a half away from us, but it's been awful here. Today's just been very dark. It's raining now as we speak. Very dark, and it's just been no form of light, just dull. So a bit crap, really, to be honest.
Yeah, Kate says it's been cold and windy. She's in Wales, like, but it's been more or less the same here. You know, in between sort of showers and wind and rain, and you know what I mean. We have had sort of odd, glimpse of sunshine.
Yeah. Today's been very windy. Where did I go before? I went to Aldi before. I had my big jacket on. It was cold. So
yeah, well, you said it was cold, didn't you? It said it says it had turned cold.
Yeah, I had my big jacket on. I went and it was raining then. It's just been non-stop here. So it's just awful at the minute, but hoping tomorrow it brightens up a little bit so I can get this footage sorted. And then I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That wasn't the side of me. I think it was a fly or something. Just touched on the side of my head. But I think it's the rest of the week is awful. I think it's about Friday that it starts picking up again, isn't it? Friday, Saturday. So, fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say keeping fingers crossed. What were I going to say? Yeah, I mean, quite a few of your videos has done very, very well just lately.
Yeah, they've been getting a few views, haven't they? Been doing all right. It's needed after so long of being off here. It's given me a push to get back on it again, let's say.
Yeah, Bella's just said you're doing some good videos, Ian.
She's got to say that because I pay her to say that. She's got it.
Well, I said it and I don't pay you. Or is my check lost in post?
Must be. But yeah, no, they're doing all right. The bridge ones are doing all right. That first one that done extremely well, didn't it? It got about 6,000 views. But that was because I've not videoed for 2 years. Of the bridge, so that was everyone was mad me for. I just kept saying, "I'll stop buying the views." Now, your skins anyway.
It's always skins.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Tina says she's done a live stream today. Bella put, yeah, they're shite, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm honest. Yeah, they are. You're right, Bella. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to try and push. I said to Sophie before, for the 1st of July, my goal is to double everything for next month. So see if I can do that.
That's it.
Get it done. Just keep pushing.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep pushing it. So.
I'm just going to put the link to the panel in the chat. Obviously, I'm not going to have a lot of people on because I don't want everybody talking over one another. So,
who's the special guest this one? If it's Bella,
yeah.
I'm going.
So yeah, you know, I don't like a lot of people on panel, obviously, because people talking over one another. Tracy said she did want to come on.
Let's keep on checking green area.
Unfortunately, Adrian, if you're drunk, I don't think it's best you come on panel if you're drunk. No.
Yeah, I think that's for another day, that one. I'm back in 2 seconds. Just give me a drink. I left my drink.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not being funny or anything, Adrian. Hiya, Steve. How are you?
Is it
so yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm not being funny, but if you're drunk, you know. So.
Amjad is having family time. That's nice. That's nice. Where does Amjad live? What about, is he bottom end of the country?
Pass. He hasn't let on where he lives, but I've got a good idea, but I'm not saying on here.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I've got a good idea.
Yeah.
Amjad says, where does he live?
Steve, I'm still alive. Steve is still alive.
He says London. I thought it was London because you were on about weather in London the other day.
Yeah, for some reason, I had the ideas that he was down south somewhere. I can't remember why, but we were talking ages ago. I remember it being said. Just me being nosy. That was all.
As you do.
Yeah, it's just me being nosy.
Yeah.
So
no, we ain't got nobody. Pardon?
How's Callum? Is he okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He just wants a woman.
Stay away.
That's what we keep telling him.
Stay away, Callum, lad.
The link's there, Tina, if you want it.
Yeah, Tina, it's just a bit further up in the chat if you want to come on. It is just under Amjad, it says. Is the chat delayed on yours today, or is it just me?
No, because I've got live chat on.
I've got you on the iPad.
Hiya, Mark, please.
Mark plays now.
So yeah, Chris taught me how to get the live chat. So basically, as you know, as people are saying things, it is delayed on StreamYard.
I was going to say it's delayed by about 30 seconds. As you said before, Steve come in, and then it was about 30-40 seconds later it come up that he said something like so. On it. So,
yeah, we're all okay, Mark.
Best as one can be.
So we've got 18 watching.
18 was doing well tonight.
Yeah,
doing well.
So the lovely DJ Ian suggested I start doing panels. I might not do them every live stream. You know, I might just do it on a Monday or.
We used to have some fun doing them, didn't we? We used to ages ago. But like you said before, if you got too many on the panel, everyone was over talking with each other, and it was getting very, very hard, weren't it? And it was getting a bit messy, to be honest. So I think every now and then just pop someone's face up in it.
It's not fair on people that's on the panel if everybody's talking. Hiya, Johnny, by the way.
Oh, Johnny Five's in.
So yeah, I mean, we've had that problem before, where you know I've had like probably 4 or 5 or even more on, and basically you just talk over one another.
It's that Baz Burson you've got to watch. He's the worst one. You've got to watch him.
He's a dodgy dude.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Baz.
Bella says back in the old days, Ian.
Yeah, back in the old days. It was. It used to be about forming up on the panel and that, didn't we?
That was when it were Google Hangouts and whatnot, weren't it?
Yeah,
but Baz weren't too thrilled about the comment that I made the other day.
Go on.
Because, as you know, Bella's going down to her daughter's. Hiya, Carla, how are you?
Hello, Carla.
I says, we might have to visit Baz while you're away. I says, doing his bit to help the aged. It called me a cheeky get.
Bless him. Poor Baz. So take it Baz isn't going down then.
Hi.
Yeah, hiya, Simon.
At least someone
says, hello, Ian. At least someone see me come in. Ha ha. It says, dodgy me not to try him sat in the corner. Oh, dear.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Baz, he needed a good wash. Him sat in the corner the other day. He had this T-shirt on his live stream, right? It was shocking, mate.
Oh, dear.
That's for another story, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for another live stream. We're not football talking here.
No.
It's a bit of a sore subject at the moment.
Oh, really?
Because A, he don't like football, and B, he's just trying to wind me up, so it's not going to work.
I never wind you up, never. What are you making tomorrow on your live stream? You doing?
I've decided I'm making strawberry and white chocolate muffins.
Ooh, we like a good muffin, don't we?
Chris's favourite. I'll tell you now, the Chris's favourite. I have made them before, but I was sort of stuck for something to make. I was going to make a no bake tart, but I couldn't find the biscuits for it. So,
have you found recently with the shops that stock's starting to get a bit low again?
Yeah. The recipe calls for all butter biscuits. Now, I'm having some shopping delivered on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I tried to add to my order, but I can't find them anywhere.
Well, I went to Aldi before. Sophie she was working here from home. And I said to her, there was hardly any stock in our Aldi. And we've not had it like that since, I'm going to say, probably beginning of March. So I don't know if there's a problem again, let's say. There was no queuing or anything like that. Trying to get into the shops, just seems to be no stock in there.
Yeah. Steve Essex says, now I'm hungry, lol.
Yeah. Ingredients beer.
But the thing is, I keep having to amend my order because I get a notification such and such that's on your order is no longer available. And that's the only bugbear or the thing that's getting me most is every now and again I get an email, certain things that you've got on your order aren't available. So I have to go back and I have to look for alternatives.
Yeah. To say it's one thing that I've never done online shopping for the food. I always just, obviously, because as you know, Aldi's only around the corner for us, and Asda is as well. So we just normally go that way, to get what we get. But Kate
says she's making a cuppa.
But today, it seemed to be pretty crap in Aldi for stock wise. There was no bread at all because I wanted some bread today. There was no bread in Aldi, which is very, very unusual for Aldi.
Bella says a lot of places are having a flare-ups. Leicester is locked down again.
Yeah, they're on about locking down, aren't they?
Yeah. In certain areas of the country. Kate says, don't go. I'm not likely to be going anywhere. But yeah, I think it's like certain areas of the country, they're having a bit of a spike in cases again.
Yeah, we've had a press media newspaper article go out today saying that we had 26 cases in our 2 estates, and then the estate next to was like 6 or 7, and they've said if it starts rising to a rapid number, they're not going to lock down the country, they're just going to lock down like Halton, or they'll lock down like Warrington or whatever. They'll lock down the boroughs instead. And Leicester's the first one, isn't it?
But this is it. I mean, beforehand they were saying that the worst area for the coronavirus were London.
Yeah.
But I think it's like just affecting certain areas of country.
Yeah. How are you guys getting on all there? Have you guys had many cases in Sheffield or?
I don't know. I did that thing where it says put your postcode in and see how many in area, but I hadn't done it for quite a while, so I hadn't really looked.
So last time I checked was months ago, and we were about 200 people. Last time I checked, it said confirmed cases of it. Like it hit the north badly. Yeah, it's because you're up here, Bella. But that's again for another live stream. You caused it, Bella. We're all blaming you.
You see, this is one of the things why we have the shopping delivered, is the fact that obviously I don't want to go out, and I've got enough things going on without, adding that to list. So, sort of shopping slots has become a bit more readily available now.
Yeah, because I remember at first, didn't you try and do one at the beginning of the lockdown? And it was something.
Oh yeah.
I
signed up with Sainsbury's, Tesco's. I were already signed up with Asda. What's the other one? Morrison's. Couldn't get one for love nor money.
Bella said I was locked down south for 3 months in. Yeah, and then the minute you come back up here, everything starts flaring back up.
Yeah, we'll blame Bella for that one.
Bella, it was her husband.
Blame Baz. Blame Baz. Yeah, it was all Baz is doing.
Hiya, Becky. What's his name chatting? It's the lovely Ian Kank, DJ Ian Kank, as the name says.
Yeah, for some reason it says DJ Ian Kank, but it should actually say DJ Ian Entertainment. But I don't know why. Leave it to be.
But yes, you have to watch that, Becky, because she's a bit of a one, if you know what I mean.
I've seen Becky in here a few times. Seen Becky. Spoke to Becky. Do we ever speak to or see anything going for Emma and Dennis anymore?
Who?
Emma and Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, they come in occasionally, but he's been doing a lot of DIY.
I've not seen anything of Emma or Dennis for a while, so I've not seen them.
I mean, plus Emma's not too well either. She's got this thing going on. She went for a scan, and they found that she got a cyst on the brain.
Oh wow! Okay, I didn't know.
But it's one of them sort of things where, it's like 6 of one and half a dozen of other. If they operate, then they could cause more damage than, but she's getting a lot of violent headaches, things like that, so it's what do you do? You know what I mean? It's one of them sort of situations.
Mm-hmm.
Is that supposed to be a fart coming out your mouth?
Yeah. that was the closest one I could get.
Yeah.
There's another one on here, but I couldn't kind of find it. I think there is actually a guy farting on there somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's the emojis, isn't it, on the phone?
But anyway, same as I say, it's sort of that sort of situation. They did a scan, they found these cysts or a cyst on the brain, and basically it's Bella's Emma's poorly. I think she's finding it hard to pull out the bag at them. Yeah, but the thing is, Bella, I mean I've had bad headaches, and I think at some point we've all had bad headaches. But the fact of the matter is, if you've got like a cyst on your brain, it's like it could be pressing on anything, couldn't it?
Yeah, just sheer pressure. I didn't know. In fact, I used to talk to her regularly, send her the videos and the pictures and stuff. And she used to send me stuff, things like that. And then I've not spoken to her for a while. But then I think I did see Dennis in Chris's live stream the other day. I spoke to him briefly. And then I thought to myself, not seen them for a while. I wonder if they're all right. So I've not spoken to them. Just wondering if they were okay. But obviously you've got a lot going on.
I think it's one of them things where, you know, you've got to take it day by day, haven't you, really?
Yeah, of course. She's had a rough time of it. Yeah, it sounds it, Bella. It does sound it. It really does. For it. Yeah.
There is. I just to say, I have put another link in for the StreamYard. So if anybody wants to join, you know. So
what's the plans for the rest of the
going
week?
Then?
I was about to ask you the same thing. I said, I'm about to ask you the same thing. I said, so what's your plans for the rest of the week? Anything?
Not really. Waiting for rain to. So,
I've got quite a few places to visit.
Yeah, he's wrote a few places down to visit. A list.
There's one that, to be honest, if I can find the location for it, I'll ask Rob. Chris and Callum would like that. It's up by you guys somewhere as well. That waterfall that I went to. What's it called now? That water, I've done it. It was last year, and me and Rob went up to it, and it wasn't far from you guys. But it's in the middle of nowhere. There's a track. You can park the car right next to it and walk down. For it. I know it's only pictures, so I'll find it out and send it on to Chris. That'd be a good one, especially when it's just been raining as well, because it'll be more flooded there for the waterfall to go down.
There's peace and quiet for you, Jeanette. I thought I was going to get peace and quiet this afternoon, but before I'd done anything, they were back.
Yeah, always the way. I always, you know what? So that's me the other day. Where did it go? I went out. So somebody asked me for drone footage down by the bridge. And I said to her, I'll only be half an hour. And she was like, yeah, sure you will. I think you expected me to be there long. Went down, he boiled, come back, and she was like, you did quick. So I know. So
Tina was just there in backstage, and I went to click on it, and she went. Oh, she's back again.
She's back. Here's Tina.
Hiya. I was just about to click on it, and you went.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the internet.
Oh, got a dodgy internet connection, have you?
I think so. I've got.
Oh dear me! You let it excuse me.
I've got BT, I think. Oh no, I did have. Yeah, I have got BT. Yeah.
So I put it on a different thing so everybody can see everybody.
That's good.
So we looked a bit squashed up all together. So I've changed it round a bit.
Feels very strange. But I think on camera.
It's funny with the lockdown. I mean, it was like I were getting ready other Wednesday to stream, and then all of a sudden it went. Yeah, I've got a. School's starting back. And Bella's just said they have to go back in September, Kate, or you get fined. Lots can happen before then, but I agree.
Well, if you actually read behind that, right, it's not so much you can get fined. It's because Mr. Boris Johnson is actually breaking the law if he doesn't send the kids back in September.
I don't like him.
So
Boris Johnson.
That's the reason why.
He is not a fan of Boris Johnson.
No, I'm not a fan of his. No,
I'm not a fan of any of them.
Yeah, Kate says school. I do know that. Sorry, Tina. I do know that Tina said that her little one had gone back today, like full time.
Yeah. I lost my dad through coronavirus.
Oh dear.
I'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
That's not good. It's not good. The Boris wearing headset. Laugh out loud. No, I didn't. But no. He's basically, there was a media about Boris saying if he didn't send the kids back in September, that he could actually be jailed for it. Because I was saying to Sophie, so what he's going to do is he's going to charge, fine people if they're not sending them back. And then all of a sudden, that's what's been announced today.
That's close.
Huh. So he's basically covering his back then.
Use my phone.
Yeah, that's all he's doing, and he's making money out of it at the same time, because where's a lot of money going to go to when people say not sending the kids back?
But,
so 120 quid.
I mean, you can understand it. Like Kate, she's got she suffers with Crohn's disease, so she's in the shielding category.
Yeah.
You know, and basically by sending the kids to school, they could bring that into her household, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's all it takes, isn't it? It's one kid that gets it, circulates around the whole school, and before you know it, the whole of one borough has kind of got it, just off one kid. So that's it.
But the thing is, how do they expect like 5 and 6 year olds to socially distance? They don't understand the concept of social distancing.
Yeah, they don't, do they? For it. Just 2 seconds. Chris?
I mean, yeah, older kids understand it, but you try telling somebody that's in, like, let's say, reception class, that you know, you can't touch your mate, you can't hug them, you can't, you know what I mean? But you've got to be 2 meters away. It's hard to tell a 5-year-old kid that they've got to socially distance.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Tell your Chris, I've just messaged him, Jeanette.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it.
So yeah, you know, it is hard to tell a 5 or a 6-year-old, or you know, you can't sit next to somebody when you sat having your dinner. You can't sort of, when you're at it playground, you can't, you know, do this or you can't do that.
Yeah, that's probably it was very random to say reception year 1 or year 6 ago.
Yeah, but Bella says you've got more chance of raising the Titanic than getting my savvy to social distance. We see, this is what I'm saying. I mean, how's your kids been coping with it, Tina?
I can't hear you because of the network.
Oh yeah, you sort of are breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it's very breaky for her, isn't it?
It's going all
Yeah.
fun. Come back on because it's playing.
Yeah, she's all frozen.
BT's playing.
Oh dear.
You know what? We had this problem here. I think it was yesterday, the day before. They said that BT had gone down.
Say something and I'll tell you.
Let me try something. Is that better?
A little bit. We can hear you, but your picture's frozen.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you, but it's it's
the
come
network
back.
Is really playing up. I don't know what's going on with it.
Very echoey.
Oh my god! Only just about, because my network is playing. My box is. I don't know what's going on with it. It's going on and off.
Chris has put 50p in internet, Tina.
I can only just about hear you. Only just.
So the screen's moving, but the sound's very stuttery.
I can't hear very much. I'm space.
So yours is all right,
Oh
Jeanette.
my god.
I can see you fine, Jeanette.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought I'd froze then.
It is what it is with these kids. When they go back, isn't it?
Well, this is it. I mean, a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, I don't want me." It's like, I mean, we've had a phone call from college, and they said basically, Callum's course is finished now. He ain't got to go back till September, but he's just signed up to a new course. He's not doing catering and hospitality when he goes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing what is it? ITC. So he's just filled out paperwork. Well, not all paperwork, and an online format today. So hopefully it should be. Bella's getting all. She's going to set up StreamYards for Thursday. There you go, Bella.
You was very yell.
Breaking news: Bella's going to be on the Gadget Show next by the following Thursday.
You and me and Bella. So yeah. My youngest is nursery, nearly 4. He won't do it. He needs prompting there going back in September. But this is the thing. I mean, kids that young don't understand the concept of social distancing.
It's going to be difficult for everyone.
She says, "Long walk on a short period."
Not very nice, is it, Bella?
Yeah.
Not very nice at all. Jeanette, is your favourite? There she is. Can you see her?
Hang on a minute.
That's a no.
Oh, then. Bless her. I've been his girlfriend.
She's just sat there.
She's never far away, Ian.
No, she's been sat here since we've been on the live stream. So she's just.
Oh, Bella says he knows I love him, really.
Do I?
That is Suki, that is.
That's
lovely.
Suki, that case.
Tina says the network's really bad.
Yeah, it keeps dropping in and out on her.
Has she gone?
There's a chat coming saying I'm on live stream. My network is really bad. Yeah. Shame. Absolute shame. But
yeah,
BT,
that is Suki. She's spitting image of our Benny, but she's very, very timid.
Yeah, but she's my girl.
Yeah.
She really is.
She's like Ian's shadow.
Literally.
Baz has put you creeping, Bella.
She is bad. She is.
Oh. It's not here.
Is it?
Not here.
Who's not here?
She probably means Tina's.
Oh, Danny said couldn't use it. I thought that. Same
here.
But yeah, it's not here, Kate. Oh, it's Chris. But no, it was really bad yesterday. BT and Sky, it was down. Probably the weather or something, isn't it?
It's probably that, and you know, Sunday everybody's off, and
it's Monday, isn't it?
I meant yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I was saying it's Monday today. You confuse me, isn't it?
It don't take a lot. Yeah, Ian's, Adrian says, "Is it weather?" It could be. I don't know. It did for a bit here when Tina signed off. I clicked the live button and all is fine again. It does tend to do that. That's the one downside of StreamYards. If somebody leaves, oh, pardon me, it does tend to buffer a bit.
At least I got Darling sound like you used to do on your other camera.
Yeah.
Answer's all fine again.
But yeah, I mean, this camera that Chris bought me is a lot better than the other one, and it weren't all that dear anyway. About 27 quid, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to be a lot more clearer, and the sound seems to be better.
Now I've got sound sorted. Because when I did the baking live stream last Tuesday, you get me confused now. Bella said it sounded like a riser in toilet or in kitchen. Well, I tried to fix it afterwards, and then when I went live Wednesday, I got no sound at all.
Yeah, because I was in for that one. I said to you, you had no sound on it, and then whatever you did, it come back pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah. I will do, Becky. I'll send it you after the live stream. I've got to search it up first. She wants the link to the farmhouse cake out that Keena gone back today. She's in a small bubble of 10 kids. She plays with them and eats with them. They wash their hands every time. Yeah, that's the only problem. They only back for a few weeks, aren't they? And then they break up for summer holidays. Yeah, it's Tracy.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, when did he break up? Was it end of July? Something like that.
It's usually about mid-July, isn't it? I mean, Bella will know more than what I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually around 17th, 18th, somewhere around there. You know, that's when they usually break up. But in my mind, it's hardly worth going back for a few weeks and then breaking up for 6 weeks. 17th. Yeah. Tracy said 17th. I knew it were around about 17th, 18th.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only a couple of weeks away then, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, well, it's 1st of July on Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, you know what, Sophie, before we were having seen, I said to her, I can't something on TV, and I said, doesn't even feel, I said, like, it's like July, does it? I said, it feels, I said, how the weather is at the minute outside. I said, you bog all on the TV. I said, it feels like it's coming to Christmas already. I said, this year's just a waste.
Like October weather in June.
Yeah. It just feels crap, and there's nothing on the TV at the minute because there's nothing being recorded. So it's just the same old repeats, what you've already seen and stuff like that. It's just crap, innit?
Well, it's like this as well. Like Coronation Street have started like doing like ode shows, like tribute to that plays what's the name, Audrey Roberts, and then like they've got no more EastEnders film. They're doing reruns of old ones. So
yeah,
you know, it's like we've seen them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we watched. Well, Sophie watched before. The new Coronation Street and Emmerdale's been released today. So that was new episodes today, but there was something of EastEnders, which were like Ian Beale and Matt Shannon from the very first episode. I think it said 1985 or something it was on about. Crap anyway. I know that much.
I mean, like, I think Emmerdale and Coronation Street always used to film so many weeks in advance.
Yeah.
And I don't think EastEnders did that, if you know what I mean. So they run out of episodes sooner, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Corrie seems to have done pretty well. The Emmerdale were doing something like a lockdown. Every time it was on, they were picking like 2 or 3 characters, and then they were doing like a lockdown scene kind of set, which I think we watched 2 of them and then got bored of it. It was just like living at your own house, wasn't it? We've already been through this lockdown. We don't need to watch it with somebody else.
She's saying she's not chancing it, but she said to Jack that he can go out and meet, go out and meet his friends and go out for a walk because he's missing them. But there again, it's a difficult situation with Kate because we have a Crow's disease and she's shielding. You don't know what they're picking up while they're out. If that makes sense.
Good, you're right. It's a hard one for everyone really because they're telling you to shield like your kids and stuff. Obviously, if you've got any health issues, but then you need to go and do your shopping and things like that. And then they're saying, oh, well, you can't sing and chant too loud and all this stuff because it's going to pass the virus on. But you can go to Asda and just catch it anyway. So it's just like.
I mean, when we did go and do his shopping, we wore gloves and everything. You know what I mean? And Kate's saying he's been in lockdown since March. And he's a teenage lad. I was the trifle. Oh, I better let Chris. What was the trifle like?
Oh, disgusting! You don't want any whatsoever. Horrible. I never ate all with plate, all with bowl up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that an honest, non-biased review there? He's just giving you Jeanette.
We had it after Sunday lunch yesterday. I made it in the week, but it's like you make it in a loaf tin, but then you put it in freezer to set. So I says to him, well, being as it's in freezer, we may as well leave it. And then I ain't got to make something else for after Sunday lunch. So we had it yesterday. It was lovely. Honestly, Simon, it right this world.
And if you've not tried any of Jeanette's cakes, which I have, I've had the luck to have, is it 2 now?
Yeah.
3?
I
have. Sophie's still working from home. Yeah, well, she's not locked in the basement yet. She's working from home still, though. And she's alive. That's the main thing, Bella. Just saying. She's not well at the minute, to be honest. She's upstairs, Bella.
Oh, bless her.
She was going to come on the live stream because I said to her, I promised Jeanette, I said that I'll go on the live stream tonight. I said so. I'm going to put the iPad and the iPhone on charge and stuff. And it was about 15-20 minutes before she just said, I'm going to go up. And I said, what's up? She went, I don't feel too good. And I said, you all right? And she went, no. She went, I need to go and lie down. So I just said to her, put the TV on. I think she's watching, well, she said she was watching Clueless. It's very, very quiet up there. So I think she's fell asleep.
She probably fell asleep.
But she sat on here, Jeanette, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 every day, dealing with customers constantly, right? And she's doing that 6 days a week, and she has done now since beginning of all this lockdown. So it's not good. So I think it's starting to take a toll because Sophie's finishing work, and there's nothing. Time she finishes, if the weather's been crap, there's nothing for her to go out and see and do because the weather's crap, nothing's open. So she's technically locking herself in the house.
It must take a toll on her, like when she's staring at a computer screen all day and she's on the phone constantly. And
yeah, it's not just that; it's silly things like because she's on the phone. When I'm here, I've got to creep around the house because she's on the phone. So it makes everything difficult within the house.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm just looking at what Simon's put. He says, Jeanette, I'm sure the postman keeps eating all the ones you send me because I've not received any.
Bird in the hand, I had a special delivery from Jeanette and Chris. They come to my front door and delivered me it. Just saying. I'll be back in 2 seconds, Jeanette. See if you just want to go out.
Yeah.
Go on, get out, you. Get out. Suki wants us to go out.
Tracy says we've been in lockdown since March. We are still having to keep distance. I know it's hard for you, and it has to be. It's hard for me, but Keena wants to, and if there's anything, yeah, that's it. You've just got to be mindful that ruddy favouritism. Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, Simon, such as Ian and Bella and Baz, they get them undelivered. They ain't never sent anything through the post.
That was hope for the leak.
It says ruddy favouritism.
Yeah,
but yeah, I only undeliver things.
When are you next down, or don't you know yet? Well,
I don't really know. Same as I say, we've not wanted to. You know what I'm saying. You can't. You can go out, but you can't go far. You can only go 5 miles. You know what I mean? It's been a bit difficult. But
Yeah.
Same as we've said, once they start easing things a little bit more, you know, we'll make a point that but we've got to go and visit Baz week after next, because we've got to make sure elderly's looked after, you see.
Make sure that. Well, you know you're more than welcome here anytime, all 3 of you. Even Baz and Bella are welcome here. You know that.
But
well,
I mean,
Baz is.
Yeah, Ian will tell you, Bella and Baz will tell you, when I visit anybody, I never go empty-handed. I always take gifts.
True story. True story.
So
you're welcome here, though. You know that. Come around.
You know, but I mean, I've said to you on more than one occasion, as soon as they ease this lockdown a bit, you know, we're able to go a bit further afield. You know, I've said we'll come up and we're going to have a few beers in your back garden, even though it's not finished.
We don't want to coming down.
Bella says we don't know when they are coming down here, but we'll be out that day.
No flapjacks for Bella then.
Yeah. I mean, it's like certain things that I've made on my live streams or I've done. Bella will say, "Oh, I like that. I like farmhouse country," you know. And I keep saying, "God, Bella, this list's getting longer." I says, "I tell you what," I says, "I'll bring all my ingredients." I says, "We'll do a baking together." Meals on wheels. Chris, you cheeky get. Gordo says he's emigrating. Oh dear. Yeah.
Well, depending on what you're up to, Jeanette, I might be able to come up to you guys. It'll only be me, because with Sophie working, but I might be able to come to you guys.
Cool.
Because some of us don't work anymore.
Are you not working now?
I've not been working for a week and a half, Jeanette.
Oh.
Do you remember when I put the status up saying that I'm just having my theory test for my forklift license?
Yeah.
They put me through it. They paid for it. The following day, which was the Thursday, there was a big meeting for all the CEOs coming into the company. Everything had to be sparkly clean and tidy. So obviously I'd only been there 8-9 weeks at this point. And I was like, yeah, sound, I'll sort the area that I was looking after, sorted it all out, passed me forklift license. I'm on the truck on this Thursday. The CEOs walked past. Then the other bosses pulled 10 of us into the office, not just me, 10 of us, and said, we want a word with you. So yeah, sound, what's up? Thinking that there was an issue with these CEOs, they'd pulled, found something or whatever. So I was like, yeah, what's up? So as an immediate effect, we need you to hand over your keys for the truck, your locker, your fobbers. We can no longer afford to pay you. There's the door.
Oh dear.
As immediate effect. You know how friendly I am, Jeanette. I took this news very, very nicely, and I tiptoed out of the place. You know how I am.
Yes. You didn't put up a fight or.
No, surely. I was far from impressed. So I phoned Sophie. I'd only been on shift for about 2.5 hours. I phoned Sophie and said, they've laid 10 of us off. I said, they've just made £10 million profit, but laid 10 of us off. And then time I got home, one of the managers from the other side has said they've just laid 6 off from our side as well. So there were 16 in total. But you know what? Sophie just says I shouldn't have seen it as that. They made me supervisor. They made me this forklift license and did all that, which is great. Probably give me a lot of false hope as such.
Yeah, thinking it was going to be long term.
Yeah, for that. So I was seeing it all that side, but probably about a week and a half before, they laid all the agency off in there, and I even commented on it to Sophie and said they've laid the agency off. I said I wonder why. I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I wasn't agency. I was contracted to them. And they said as immediate effect, we want you off site. So I get paid.
It were basically last in, first out.
That was actually what they said to us. They went on the warehouse side, the last 10 that had come in are the first 10 out. I'm sorry, because I went, like I said, on my nice terms, and they offered me to go onto the agency, and I just laughed at them and said, so what you're telling me is you want me now to come in on the agency, you've got to offer me 1 day 1 week, maybe 2 days next week. I said, then nothing the week later.
That's it.
It's all or nothing. So it is what it is. I'm not forced, you know me.
I awake you. Well, I'm sure. I mean, you've done it before. You'll find something to get in, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush. Not in any rush at all. So this is why I've been out so much within the last week with the drone. I've been doing all footage. I've took a back step, and I've not really told anybody. Family know. The odd person knows. I'm not bothered.
Gordo says you should gut at papers and name and shame them, but it makes no sense if, like you say, they made whatever profit last year, and then all of a sudden they're saying that they can't afford to pay your wages.
Yep. Gordo, if you want, message me on Facebook. I've got something better than that, which I've took a picture of while I've been there. I'll send you. Have a little zoom in and have a look what it is. Just message me, mate, on Facebook. You'll be shocked. Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of them. You know, the more disheartening about it all, really, Jeanette, and you know what I'm like, because I was with DJ and things like that, it was actually a place I enjoyed.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
A job that you enjoyed doing, yeah.
Simon, yes, I've got my certificate for it, and that is perfectly fine. The only problem is with it, it was a in-house forklift, but there's nothing stopping me from now going to somewhere else and saying, I've got this, you need to put me on a day course. So
no, it was Tesco, but it left there, and what were it? Protein
Works, so it's all your supplements for gym supplements, so stuff like weight loss tablets to protein shakes and cookies and food and everything else.
Like all this bodybuilding stuff and whatever. Hiya, WrestleMania.
Well,
Jamie / Scott.
And DJ Ian Kank, WrestleMania. Hello. But no, I actually really enjoyed it. I said that to Sophie, so that was the main thing. I actually enjoyed being in there. Sophie has seen it as they've took the mick. It feels that they've used me for the last 7-8 weeks, whatever it is, to tidy my side up where I was at for the new CEOs coming. I even painted the floor on the Saturday before for the warehouse. I moved everything, scrubbed it all, so it was all spotless. Got pictures on my phone, and then painted it for them. So then when these CEOs come in on the Thursday, it looked like a showroom.
Yeah. See you later, Tina. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Tina.
So in actual fact, it sounds like they've just used you as a means to an end.
Yeah. Yeah and no, because if it was just me, I would say yes to that. Because there was 10 of us from the warehouse, there was only me on my side of the warehouse because they made me supervise on it, and I only had 3 other people on that side with me. So them other 3, what was out of the 3? One other one went out of them, so there was still 2 left, and then the rest were from the other side. So yeah and no, it wasn't just it was all one department, if that makes sense. It was across the whole lot. So but that's how it feels. It feels like you've got somebody in to tidy it up, make it look nice and pretty, and then right, let's get rid now, because I was on with them. So it is what it is. We bought our granddaughter a trampoline for her birthday, and have a guess who
was bouncing. I bet it were Ronnie. Ronnie's dog, by the way.
I was going to say Gordo, to be honest.
At a guess, Gordo, I'd say Ronnie. Wakey says that's what employers do, use and abuse, then hang you up on the back door for future needs. That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
on. The thing is, Wakey,
that's all right.
I've been self-employed for 15 years.
Yeah, Ronnie was up on it. I did a guess.
Sure, you got your granddaughter trampoline. Sure, you did.
Yeah, it's definitely Gordo's.
Definitely Gordo's.
But I mean, he's a black German Shepherd dog, and it's as soft as a brush.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. Peter
Wrestling says Gordo. Sure, you got your granddaughter a trampoline. Sure, you did. Hey, Peter Lawler, how are you?
So views have been all right tonight, haven't they?
Pardon?
The views have been all right tonight. We were up to 18 before.
Yeah. Bella's off to bed. See you later, Bella. Try and get some sleep.
Bless. Off to bed. Old people's home. Must have finished bingo.
She's had trouble with the restless leg syndrome.
So she says. It's more like it's the old people's home putting to bed after bingo.
You're just glad you're not within striking distance. I'll let you know
that's the one. That's the one. Poor Bella.
But yeah, she said it lasts like 2 days. She's had like a couple of hours, and that's it. So it's not nice.
You know what Baz needs to do? He needs to put the pillow over it a bit harder.
Restless leg syndrome, is she turning into Michael Flatley? Well, it wouldn't. Hi, Katrina, how are you? Thank you for coming in. But yeah, it's not nice.
No, she's suffering a bit.
When you can't stop your leg twitching, and so
Michael Jackson's problem, that weren't it? His leg was always weak.
Oh dear. But yeah, it all goes hand in hand with fibro and everything. So it's just one of them things. Bless her. She it's one of these cases in where you've got to catch sleep while you can, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think that's what's up with Sophie, you know. I think that's why she's poorly now. I think she's just run herself down.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. She's been pushing herself too hard, and
yeah. She gets a lot of stick, you know. It's a lot of customers, which obviously because of where she works for the holiday bookings, a lot of
thank you very much, Katrina. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Thank you.
There's a lot of people who are taking it out on the girls on the phone, and it's actually not their fault.
well, this is it. I mean, we aren't saying too much. Sophie works for a well-known
company,
holiday let firm, right? And obviously, because of the lockdown and the coronavirus and everything, she's had to take a lot of stick, hasn't she, basically?
A lot. Some of it's stupid, what she puts up with for her.
You know what I mean? But then again, you've got bosses on other hand saying, well, you know, the customer's always right, so to speak.
Pixie's holiday camps who she works for.
but what I'm trying to say is, you know, because it's such a big firm, yeah, you know, there's the coronavirus and everything going on. Yeah, a lot of people have had the holidays cancelled or had to cancel the holidays, and of course, because Sophie's been working from home, she's got a lot to stick for it.
Yeah, it's, you know what though, because of how it works, it's actually not Sophie's company that's to blame, because of what it is with being holiday letting cottages, whatever you want to pronounce it as. People are contacting them thinking that it's their company when it's actually not. It's the owners of these cottages that are being asses, in nice words. I listen to it every day, so I know. So,
well, this is it. I mean, typical example is because somebody had to rebook, and when they booked it like further down the line, because it were £1 cheaper, they did Sophie L for it, didn't they?
Yeah, there was that, and there was one the other day that what was it? How was it today? Might have been today. There was one that somebody had asked to hold this booking. He said we can for 24 hours and that's it. And then so we kept getting back in touch. Then this person must have had, it was either his wife had said, let's look at something else. And then when he decided to come back to it, that this booking had actually been booked by somebody else. And he started kicking off, saying it's out of order this. We wanted to book that, and it was like, well, we'll give you a few days. Knows this.
But the thing is, I mean, they always say if you want to make a definite booking, then you've got to put a deposit down, and it's like everything else.
Wouldn't mind, the deposit's dead cheap as well for it.
But the thing is, it's like with your business, with your DJ business as well, Ian. If somebody don't pay a deposit, then and then somebody rings up following day and says, well, I want to book this date here, such and such a deposit, you're going to take that deposit because other person have paid it.
Yeah, it's that's another touchy subject, that business. It's mad, huh? Do you know there's not been one booking since March for any DJ or anything? Crazy.
But
crazy.
The thing is, what with this, same as I say, what with lockdown and shutting pubs, clubs, bars, restaurants, whatever, you can't have sort of a bigger gathering. There's so many, you know what I mean? It's put kibosh on it all.
Yeah, well, I'll be back in Alchemy on Saturday, because we open on Saturday. It's the first time since March, but I will be a customer and not working.
Oh.
So I can't, because We're not allowed music or anything on. The guidance of this this virus, COVID-19, the guidance for the pub is you're not allowed to have TVs, music that is making people shout. So me as a DJ, I'm snookered. So it is what it is, isn't it?
That's it. But so, I'm sure it'll pick up in next few weeks. You know,
we know a date. We know a rough date for DJs going back, and it's 12 weeks as of 4th of July. That's if there's no spike at all. So 12 weeks as of the 4th of July is October.
Yeah,
that's going to be. So we know that, but there isn't saying that I possibly won't be DJing before then. Might not be in the same country because other countries are letting DJs happen, if you know what I'm getting at.
Yes, I know exactly what you're on about.
So, and that is from the 10th of July. So, but I am over there for my birthday. So we're over there for my birthday.
Ooh.
Yes. So it is what it is. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just getting by and doing what I'm doing at the minute. So once that's all done and dusted, then it's good to go, isn't it?
It's one of these things. You can't talk about it on a live stream. But if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's just one of them things.
Yep. So don't blame me. Just don't pee in the corner. I don't even want to know what Simon's talking about. Well, unfortunately, mate, I won't be coming to your house. I don't do house parties, unfortunately.
But yeah, as I say, everything were going fantastic. You were getting lots of bookings. You were doing weddings. You were doing christenings, blah blah blah. You name it. And then once this coronavirus hit, boom! It went from all to nothing.
I went from building a business up 15, 16 years ago, if not longer, to making it very successful, to having difficult timings, we'll say, won't we, Jeanette?
Yeah. Trina says, how is everyone doing tonight? We're doing good.
And then it all comes to a halt for me, didn't it?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So,
but
it'll pick itself up. It's just we've got to get through all this, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, same as I say, if anybody can go out and find another job, at least you've got another string to your bow now, Ian.
Yeah.
You have got your forklift license, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Pligging along. I'm going to say what's pligging.
Just pligging along, you know.
So
I've got plenty of things to fall back on, and if things really do get, I don't want to go down the route that I was talking to you about a minute ago with the other DJ. We don't, because Sophie can't go. That's that we know because of work. But it would only be till October anyway.
What did we run about then? Yeah.
So it would only be till October anyway, because the season ends in October. So for it's if things get desperate enough that we need money.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. It's if nothing transpires in the meantime.
Yeah. I'm not saying it as a no go. I'm already.
Well, this is it. At least at least you've got something to fall back on if you can't find, something else.
Well, so there's plenty of stuff that I'm watching with friends and things, and they're looking at 10th of July reopening, and I think the other one's the 17th or the 15th of July, off the top of my head, with other things. So I know by mid-July I could be back DJing if I want to be that desperately.
Yeah.
Or I hang out for a few weeks. We're about 2 to 3 weeks behind Italy, aren't we? And Italy are not allowing any form of events go ahead until September. So if that's beginning of September, we're then the end of September, beginning of October for ours, because we're the 3-4 weeks behind.
Yeah.
So you just got to do what you got to do, isn't it?
Well, this is it. I mean, same as you say. I know it affected you a lot when, you know, everything with DJ, you know, when it was sort of, what am I going to do? But you went out, you didn't sort of sit on your laurels feeling sorry for yourself.
Nope.
You went out, you got your job. You know what I mean? You've not let the grass grow under your feet. You've got out there. You know.
Well, yeah, I was at a friend's funeral on the Friday when we come into lockdown. Like, we were all DJs, landlords, and etc. We was at that funeral, and I said, I'm going home now. I said, because I wanted to watch Boris Johnson. I said, he's going to close us down. I said, on Sunday. I said, coming. And I was adamant that we were getting closed down on the Sunday. Me and Sophie had gone to Asda first and come back. She was sat down in the living room and I walked in, looked at my phone. I just broke down. She went, what? And I went, pubs are closing tonight. Some business is gone. So as quickly as that. And it was this midnight of that night. So he didn't even give us notice to actually give us a plan. But then Saturday morning, so the day later, I had another job.
That's it. That's it. Oh dear, Kate says she's feeling sick.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, Kate. Just literally, I had another job the following day. That lasted, 7-8 weeks. I kept that going for. I only left there because there was people in there with COVID-19. That's the reason why I said I wasn't going to stay, and they were messing me around. They messed me around with pay, and I said, well, I'm not working until you sort me pay out. Simple as. It's one or the other. I'm not that desperate. So, and then there was that, and I went to this place, didn't I? Which I was enjoying.
Simon's, I bought a Bluetooth receiver. I play my music through the smart TV. Oh, Callum's got Spotify. Simon says with all these protests and block parties, Gordo, with all these protests and block parties and crowded beaches, think it's going to be a while before things get back to normal. And I've said all along, I think it's going to spike again because they're relaxing this lockdown. People are thinking, oh, it's all right to go out, you know, and it's ridiculous I mean, like the beaches and, you know, it's just ridiculous.
It really is. It really is. It's not good at all. It's very, very silly, but then at the same time, I see it as the spectrum of it. When would it be a good time to restart opening everything? There's never ever going to be a good time. It needs to start generating soon for it. But these numbers are going to go up. They are already going up. They already are, aren't they? They're already on the rise.
I mean, Bella's gone actually, Kate. She said she was going to try and get some sleep. Yeah, Wakey says he went shopping today and saw only one person with a face mask. But you see, this is the thing. It should have been mandatory, I think, months ago, that people wear face masks. Not just now.
It is in Spain. If you can't keep the 1.5 meter distance, you are told you have to wear your mask. If it's just, say, me and you, Jeanette, walking down the front, no one else is around us, we're from the same household, right? We don't have to wear a mask. But if you're going into a supermarket, shop, anything like that, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah, it is mandatory, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you for coming in, Katrina, and thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Katrina. Is that a pint of lager, Welch Clark? Well, if it was a rather dodgy looking pint of lager. It was Iron Brew. Just thrown it out there. A bit orange.
Oh, do you know something? I hadn't had Iron Brew in years. And now you've mentioned it, I could just drink a drink.
I like Iron Brew. I like Iron Brew.
Yeah, see, Katrina, thank you. Yeah, Wakey says he prefers Tizer.
Oh, I've not had Tizer for a while either.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Tizer or Iron Brew. I hadn't had any for years, and now you've mentioned it, I could just drink one.
I know what to do, don't you? Get on Asda's and it's
Welch Clark's drunk off a bit of water. Katrina, right, you have to say bye.
Anyone tried the new Jaffa cakes? Why? They bought some new Jaffa cakes out, Gordo.
Yes, pineapple ones.
Have they?
pineapple.
I had
Yeah, but I mean, how can they call them Jaffa cakes when they're not actually Jaffa cakes? They're pineapple cakes.
Shapes like Jaffa cakes.
Yep, they're identically the same. They were on offer on our stuff for about 50p a tub, and I said to Sophie, I'm going to buy them, just because they're there. So I bought them. I liked them, but Sophie didn't.
Oh.
Sophie did. I'm on these.
Simon says tango, and what? Oh dear. Wakey says my favourite is dandelion and burdock. I love dandelion and burdock and all. So it says yes, very nice as well.
These are from the States. These are actually from Aldi. They were £1, but they're big over in the States. I got them today.
Good morning.
But I mean, oh dear. Hiya, Urban Lad, how are you? But he says, did you see what? Oh, Twinkies. Ooh.
Yes. They're on Aldi. They're on offer in a minute on Aldi.
They won't do your waistline any good, Ian.
Not after all the weight I've lost either. They won't.
But you've already given me a kiss.
Hello?
Yeah.
Urban Lad, Yorkshire. Where's mine, Callum?
Don't embarrass me, Ian.
Yeah, don't
I won't.
It's nice, Callum.
Right, Callum.
Oh dear.
Poor Callum. What's he saying?
He says good night chat. Rather than going through everybody's name, he just says good night chat.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So what do they taste like then, Ian?
Twinkies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never had Twinkies, so I don't know what they taste like.
They're just like a sponge cake, just with cream. To be honest. Easiest way of saying it to you.
I've never had Twinkies, so I don't know what they taste like.
To be truthful with you, Jeanette, they're very, very expensive, right? When you buy them over here, and they've come from the States, right? And if you go into any of the American shops over here to buy them, they're ridiculous. The price of them. I think B&M's now and then do them at a decent price, but Aldi had these in today for £1. I was just like, I'm getting some. It's the first time I've seen Aldi have them. So, but the States do them. That's what I know. And in the States, they're dirt cheap as well.
Wakey says cream-filled Jaffa base. So
cream-filled Jaffa base. I wouldn't say that far, Wakey. Can I have one, please? Welch Clark, you're a bit far away from me, mate, to have one. Otherwise, you could have had one. So, but yeah, I got them today. I just decided we'll have them, give them a whirl. So might want to get some
Don't
more.
forget the Safe Sophie one.
Oh, she had a couple before, and then she said she's not well since. Could be a sign.
Like a chocolate mini roll that's had the poops scared out of it.
Well, that's one of them. That's what that looks like. So we've got loads of chocolates down here.
Yes, I did. I said hello to Urban Lad Yorkshire.
Hi there, Urban Lad. I had an urban guy on one of my videos yesterday, you know. It was a bit weird conversation.
Oh.
You know the 8 Towers one I did with the power plants?
Yeah.
Asking questions like, is there a ladder?
If we see somebody doing a protest and going up one, it's your fault then. You're to blame.
Yeah. I asked them questions like, is there a ladder? Well, I don't think there was, mate. Is there one on the inside? Well, I didn't really find out either, to be honest, mate. I was just flying my drone, like. So.
Yeah. So if protest banners go up and everything, it's your fault.
Yeah. Blame me. So he was asking a lot of questions from Wigan. It said it was. Did Wigan DW Stadium, which is the rugby ground in Wigan. He'd been on top of that, taking pictures. He only seems like a young lad, but his face is not in any of the videos at all.
No, Adrian, it's lemonade. It says, is it wine? I went, no, it's lemonade.
Oh, man. We're not all drunken people, you know, Welsh. We are sensible around here as well.
I don't drink alcohol as a rule. Bixie drinks enough for us.
Sound like an alcoholic.
He's the alcohol drinker in the house. I have a gin liar. No, honestly, wake it. It's lemonade.
Could be vodka. Banging music and not a bump and grind. Okay. Fair enough.
No, it's not vodka either.
But
I have odd one, occasional one at Christmas, and that's about it.
I had to stop drinking, so I don't have a choice anymore. I have to stop drinking. So
yeah, for certain reasons. But yeah,
it's not done me any harm. I've lost a lot of weight because of it as well. So, that's the bonus side of things. Can't moan at that. So, I've not missed it. To be honest, I've really not missed it. I actually thought I would have missed it. I'd rather now, when I'm going to have a drink at a meal, I'd rather just have a Coke, or it doesn't bother me. I've done all the drinking.
I'm the same, Ian. Same as I say, I've ordered Chris some lager for with shopping. It don't bother me that he drinks it in house. I can't do what he does and drink out at can or drink a lager out at can. It's not same as when you're out drinking, is it? If you know what I mean.
No, it's not. It's not. It's I had 2 drinks the other day, and that was only because it was Sophie's dad.
Gordo says, I brew my own. I'm a proper pisshead.
We know.
It's brewed all sorts. Pear cider, some infused vodka. So he's going for it right good and proper. Is Gordo.
Yeah. I remember my dad brewing a load. So yeah, I would have only been about 12, 13. And I remember him having it in the kitchen, and he was brewing all his own beer, and it stunk as well. It wasn't good. He's the only one I've ever known to brew, to be honest. Beer. But
his father-in-law blames him now because he's got his father-in-law on to brewing his own now as well.
Cheaper, I guess.
So yes, he's done all sorts. Cider, vodka, you name it.
Made a ham salad sandwich earlier. Ran out of mayo, so I had to with Heinz sandwich spread. It tasted great. Wow. Okay. Fair enough, Wakey.
Gordo says some of it is like paint stripper. It's that strong.
I didn't have that for a long time.
But yeah, I mean, it's like when you brew your own, you know what's gone into it, don't you? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Not so much over here, but when you go to obviously different countries and stuff and you're drinking, sometimes I've had drinks, I think there's nothing in it. It doesn't taste like this. And then some places you'll go to and it'll blow your head off.
Yeah. Says I started a strawberry wine today. Oh. Now that, I think that I could drink.
Does he give the little finger as well as a little tip and all that? Oh, little Gordo when he's drinking it. I can just picture him sat there with his little sunglasses on.
Oh, he says that will be ready in 6 months. Cheap Xmas presses.
We'll get for Christmas now. Unable to brew at my age. I can't.
It's all right. Simon says I can brew a good bum burp. Too much information, Simon. We don't want to know what your bum does.
So you've been around Chris too long. Definitely been around Chris too much for that one.
Been around Chris too much.
Where was that today that Chris had gone to? Was that a local park to you guys?
Where was that you went to today? He says, is it local to us?
Yeah, but
Books.
It's in Sheffield, Millhouses Park. It's about 15-minute drive away. It's still in Sheffield.
Just say it looked nice. It looked like a little village stream kind of type thing. It looked good. Just didn't think Sheffield had anything like that. That was all. I was shocked.
But you see, the thing is, same as Chris says, he wants to go to different places because most places around here he's been there and done that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's my problem around here. I know Chris said.
Yeah, I know Callum.
So if I take Callum, obviously I'm going to do a video of myself, but it's like say people see whatever on my
Yeah. It's like that what I did with the drone that Chris said he wanted to come to. That is only 5 minutes away from my house, the castle.
Cool.
That overlooks the whole of Runcorn.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it.
Simon says, "Cool picture, Ian. Wire wall."
Yeah, this one. There somewhere. Sophie did it for me. It's me. It's my picture, hence the name of the corner. At Delamere Forest, wire wall. And Sophie got it all printed up for me. And it sits pride in the living room.
Yeah.
Even though...
Kate says, Jeanette, you're travelling to see me too. Yeah, once this...
Who said she is?
Once the lockdown's eased significantly, yeah, we're going to... Well, the plan is, Ian, we're going to go up to Baz and Bella's, stay overnight at Baz and Bella's, and then we're all going to go, because Kate lives in Wales, obviously. So the plan is that we're going to all go up to Wales, stay in a travel lodge or something overnight, and go and see Kate and Maisie.
Wales is nice. Wales is nice. I like Wales.
Yeah.
Some nice place. I love Anglesey.
We're gonna need a minibus at this rate.
We'll jump on.
Yeah.
I like Wales.
Yeah. So you might you might You might have 2 more. We might have to hire a minibus, Kate.
Yeah, we'll come down with you, Kate, as well. We'll come and gate crash you.
Yeah.
I know.
But,
he has got his booster board, hasn't he?
yeah.
We'll get a rope.
So we need a minibus.
Just hope it don't rain, otherwise it's going to get wet.
Yeah, Kate says she's in City. She lives in Cardiff.
All right, but she's a lot further down. She's a lot further down.
So, but she says there is some nice places round her back, if you know what I mean.
You know what there is? Cardiff. Me and Sophie was actually going to be going to Cardiff this year, October, because the WRC, which is the World Rally Championship, always gets held here in Wales, and it usually finishes off down by Cardiff, and that's where we were heading. We were heading down that way.
Oh,
there you go. Been cancelled.
Oh, it's been cancelled, has it?
Yeah, because of all this. They cancelled it about 2 weeks ago. Of course it was. So it is what it is.
Well, that's it. Same as they say. We'll have to look into a minibus. Or that, or have you seen them things that you put kids in on back thing? You and Sophie can fit in one of them, can't you?
Something that might actually be beneficial, right? Thinking of it, was what we were talking about before with what Sophie does for a living.
Yeah.
It might work out cheaper hiring it as a one-night stay. We all go.
Yeah.
If you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So it might work out cheaper.
Yeah. So I mean, you'll have to mention it to Sophie.
Yeah. We can make our own way to that, you know what I mean? And then meet us there. That kind of thing. That's not a problem.
Well, what I was saying, Ian, is if we've got to go up obviously to Baz and Bez. Put your teeth back in, Jeanette. We've got to go up to Bella and Baz's the night before to pick them up.
Yeah. They live miles away from me, don't they?
Yeah. But what I was saying, if we're going up your way anyway.
Yeah. Sort it, can't we? Sort it.
We could even like make a weekend of it, if you know what I mean. It's going to be cheaper with 7 of us.
Yeah, for it. I know you can do that. You should be able to sort that out.
Gordo says, does anyone know anything about dishwashers? It's making a right racket. I've bought her flowers and chocolates, but she's still whining.
They say I wish you had stayed longer. I wanted to show you loads. Tracy?
Yeah, because Tracy's signed in Johnny's thing. You'll have a job. It's only like a full bit.
That's all right. That Tracy and Johnny can keep in their car while we have caravan.
She says you'll have to let us know, Jeanette. We'll meet you there. We go in anyway.
I always get mixed up with Tracy and Johnny.
We having a right meet up here. It's only for birth. Oh dear. Oh dear me.
Me and Johnny 5 can sit there and be like, we've lost 10 stone. Pair of us together.
Oh dear.
But no, I can be able to sort that out with Sophie.
It says, Kate put lol Gordo and she says, I think it's broken, Kate. You know, if you'd have said that to me, you'd have got a right back round here, or.
Okay, we'll know what's it. Will we all turn up?
It says, Cardiff not know what what's it when we all turn up. Oh dear.
Got to Sheffield, I open my gob and she goes, yeah, he's Scousey, he'll rob me.
It's got a tent on the end wall with bedrooms. Oh, that's all right. We're all keeping that. Oh dear. But you see, the thing is, Tracy, Ian's fiance works for a holiday let company. So yeah, we're going to say we might get a bit of a discount, you see.
Certainly will. Certainly will. I can confirm that. I do know that. It just all depends on the size of the property. But I do know she gets a nice discount. Because we've looked at it for ourselves.
I mean, nothing's set in stone yet, Adrian. But we just sort of just throw in ideas backwards and forwards at the moment. So yeah, I mean, nothing's been set in stone just yet. We just what you call bantering ideas backwards and forth, because we promised Kate that we'd go up and see them. So it's you know.
Good old Cardiff. Nice Cardiff. You'd like Cardiff, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's the same as I've said to Chris. When we know what's what as regards, lockdown, etc., I could even look into hiring like a buggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Booster board.
Booster board. Chris can't even stand up on it, so how do you think I'd go on with it? Yeah, and the view and me pissing you and we're laughing.
I hope he's got a different
And then he'd be saying, "Oh, it's a good job she can swim." Gordo says Cardiff is about 35 minutes away.
Right,
so
sorry, Kate, we ain't visiting you.
Yeah. So that's another one. Oh dear.
I'm an hour away from Cardiff, Welch Clog says.
Best place in Wales.
You know what? I like Anglesey.
Yeah.
Anglesea's beautiful.
I bet that's where you wanted to go, Anglesey, isn't it? Yeah.
Mum's favourite place, that, Jeanette.
Yeah. Chris, you see, when I were talking about you and saying we were looking for a cottage, we looked at Anglesey.
Beautiful.
So
just jump on the train.
Yes, yeah, he is in Bristol, Kate. Kate's put over the bridge, Gordo. You're in Bristol. There you go.
Best place for him, Kate. Best place for him.
So somebody's got to live in Bristol, haven't they?
Yeah. Someone's got to live there.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Could be worse. You could live where I'm from. It's even worse.
It's not bad where you live.
Oh, I hate it here. Hate it. Hate it. Do just don't. I think it's because I've lived here all my life, isn't it? I think it's one of them places because you've lived there all your life. You don't like it. And I think if anyone coming from out of town to come to here would think it's all right. But
yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's but at end of the day, we've all got to be brought up somewhere, and you know what I mean. It's Kate says yes, stay there, Gordo. I know.
he comes into chat and he gets ripped a new one.
Oh, well, his shoulders is broad enough, he can take it.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. So, I've always wondered who Gordo is anyway. Have you, Jeanette?
No.
No, I don't know who he is.
Gordon Ramsay, isn't it?
Yeah, looks that way. I'm doing a lot of traveling soon. Need to get away from his house.
You see where it's put?
Yeah,
It could be worse, like could be from Liverpool.
Thing is, no, Gordo, you're very much true, right? It could be worse. You could be from Liverpool, but I'm from Cheshire, darling. That's where I'm from.
Yes, it mixes with the elite. He knows Dawn Ward from the Real Housewives of Cheshire. He rubs shoulders with the elite, does our Ian?
I'm from Cheshire, darling.
So yes, he rubs shoulders with the elite. If anyone watches Real Housewives of Cheshire, which I do,
unfortunately for me.
So yes, he rubs shoulders. He goes to one or two events that Dawn Ward's
yes, is involved with and around.
Yeah,
I was talking to her the other day actually on Twitter. I was talking to her, chatting away, just asking how business was, things were, just know the general stuff, which was nice of her, to be honest. So
that's it.
I put a post up, what did I put up? I put up the update, I think it was, of the roundabout, and she liked it, and then messaged me saying, "How's things? How are you keeping? You doing all right?" So, which was nice. By watching kids fight, watching that. Chris,
what?
True. Chris is right. It's not the best of programs. I'm just friends with him. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but it's I don't like football, but I have to endure it and I have to watch it.
I'm with Jeanette on this one. I'd rather watch the Real Housewives of Cheshire than football.
Newquay in Wales and Tenby are beautiful beaches to go. Oh, Tenby. I've heard of Tenby. That's one of the places I have heard of.
Yeah, the water's beautiful there as well, you know. Dead crisp blue. Very nice.
But yeah, same as I say, if I have to endure his football, then he has to endure me watching Real Housewives. Yeah. That's only fair, innit?
Yeah, gotta happen. Welch Clark, say Liverpool, Ian. Liverpool. I said it.
But it were like me and Kate speak, and we had a group chat with Bella this afternoon, and she says something about, have I got a Welsh accent? And Bella goes, you're Welsh. But it's like, same as I said to Kate, it's like different regions in the UK have got different accents.
Yep. Last time I went to the beach, I caught crabs. Fish and wire.
I won't be bragging about that one, Ian.
Yeah, for that one.
He says last time I went to be to cut crabs.
Yes, for that one.
Oh dear.
Yes, for that.
Oh dear. I've got wiped my eyes again now. I'm crying.
I've kept it clean all night. We're past the 10 o'clock now.
Adrian said, "Did I hear that?" Oh dear me. Oh. Well, you've done well to last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Without coming out with something like that.
Yeah, it's been close, but right. Here's Liverpool police were after 3 terrorists so far. They've arrested, been thieving, been robbing, and there's still no sign of been working. True story. True story.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Suits is back.
I've just stopped my eyes from running. Been thieving.
Oh, did you see the news about this with the football, this Champions League, and they were all been celebrating on Peterhead down by the Liver building? Have you seen that, Jeanette?
No, because Liverpool won title now.
Yeah, right. So they've won the title, right?
Yeah.
They've all had this big gathering of people, and they've all been setting fireworks off at the Liver building. And the Liver building is the head office of Everton Football Club, right? So they're all there, chanting, doing what they're all doing, right? And he's this lad with a black top on, set the firework off at the Liver building. The Liver building catches fire, right? For it. Put it out. The following day, there's a big manhunt for this guy. This lad has got an Everton top on, right? And it looks very similar. And everyone shared it all over social media. This is the lad that set the Liver building on fire. He's an Everton supporter. Nothing to do with Liverpool. Turns out, it's a totally wrong lad.
Huh?
So some lad has been now abused, which he will have done because it's football, of course, right? And we'll have to change his whole life, the whole lot, because everyone's going to be idiots towards him because he's been named and shamed as the innocent person. It wasn't even there.
Well, it's a similar situation. Can you remember the drone incident at Heathrow Airport?
Yep.
And it's similar to that situation. He got tarred as being the guy that flew his drone at Heathrow Airport, and he were at work.
It was Chris.
So basically,
we know who it was.
They had to move, etc., because everybody were, having a go at him.
I once looked that by the way. Yeah, it caught fire. Struck on fireworks at a building. Yeah, that's the one, Kate. Yeah, I saw that. They all climb up to rescue.
But it's whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty. Bless you.
It does look familiar. This lad with Everton top on. It does look similar features to him, but they're now trying to name him and say, listen, you've all got the wrong lad here. It's actually, I'm sure the lad that they've said done it was 17, but the lad they've arrested is 19. It's just somebody else. So you know as much as I do. I don't like football. I don't follow it, but it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
I mean, Simon says that couple that got that couple got a lot of money for that false accusation. Well, so they should. You know what I mean? If you're being accused falsely of doing something, like what Ian's just said, they put it out on social media, they put it out in press that these were to blame, when at the end of the day, like Ian says, it's somebody similar looking to him, but they've undrawn and quartered him, and it's not the right guy.
They had him hung up for this, right? Before anything was even made arrest, they had this lad being shared around on social media that he'd done it. Bet he now would be scared for his life to even walk the streets because idiots will just pick on him now. We recognise him. We'll give him a lot of abuse.
Well, this is it. I mean, somebody's only got to pass him in the street and say, hey, that's him that set that building afire. You know what I mean?
Yep. Social media is so powerful these days now. It's dangerous. It really is dangerous.
Well, Gordo said, the Edward Colston statue that was chucked in the Bristol docks. Some cheeky bar steward put an advert on Facebook Marketplace. The ad says free to collector, needs fishing out of the docks.
I've got a large magnet if you want to use it.
But it's all right. People sort of laughing and making fun about it, but when you're, like Sam, as I say, this couple that got accused of flying drone at Heathrow, that'll be forever with them. even though they got accused wrongly.
Yeah.
Like that lad that you're on about.
Yep.
People
I remember
seeing his picture and you know, and they saying, you know, it's him that set fire with, you know, whatever, turn on him, beat him up, whatever. When all said and done, he's innocent and he's not had no to do with it, then, you know, he's getting unfairly treated.
Well, it's right. It's said this was a marketplace, Gordo, that statue.
Wakey says, but there was no joke. But we know that, but to accuse somebody openly on all news platforms, you know, News, blah, 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 and they named them, for them to be accused wrongly, and then sort of a couple of weeks down the line saying, oh, well, sorry, we got it wrong. Damage is already done then.
Yeah.
You know, once you've been accused wrongly of doing something, the damage is already done.
Yeah, it's not good. It's shocking to that side. You know, all this again, go back to Gordo's with the statue. Do you know here in Liverpool that they actually blocked up all the statues? So like the Beatles statue and things like that, so they stopped them from damaging them. The Beatles statue.
Yeah.
Why? Just why?
It's the same as I've said, Ian. There's no rhyme or reason to target unnecessary statues. It's just UK jumping on American bandwagon again.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with us. I said this from word go. I totally agree with what's gone on is wrong, things like that over there. But it was nothing to do with over here. These other things, we were watching something before. It was on TV. Yeah, it was. It was on ITV News. A guy and his kid on a push bike falsely had 2 tasers put in his face, and they were all whinging, kicking off. And I just said to Sophie, just the backlash of all this from America. I said, it's just people making excuses now. I said, it's stupid. I said, it's just backlash all the time. It doesn't make sense to me. It's everyone matters in this world, and that's how it should be.
That's exactly what we've said. It's not just Black Lives Matters, but every life matters.
Yeah, it's every life should matter. Doesn't care where you're from, what you are, what you want to do, how you are, whatever. Everyone matters. That's what it should be.
Yeah. Amjad's going, and Adrian. See you later.
Amjad, see you later, mate. See you later, Welch Clark, which is
Wakey says. Kate says it's like they're trying to divide all lives. Oh, yeah, they're trying to divide. It's like, you know, in a bit, there's going to be the white people and then there's going to be the black people. Whereas in times like this, we've all got to come together rather than being divided. And Wakey says that these idiots, what did he say? Oh yeah, these idiots that attack statues are confusing justice with heritage. Yeah. But it's true, and I've said this a time or two. They're wanting to getting a petition up to change the White Cliffs of Dover, change the name. You know what I mean? That is part of our history. You know, yeah. I mean, Vera Lynn sung about White Cliffs of Dover. She was Forster's sweetheart. White Cliffs of Dover were the first thing that they saw when they came back from war. So in actual fact, you know, they're trying to strip us of us as history, as heritage.
It's not just that either, though. Something else I said to Sophie. Right. So the age of obviously me and Sophie are, we grew up around cartoons like South Park, right? South Park in itself, if you go back to some of their humour, some of it's dark. And it wasn't an issue 15 years ago when we were all watching it, we were all laughing about it, we were all sharing each other's jokes about it. You've got The Simpsons, they've done things at times. And you're looking at all these TV programs which now they're saying, well, this needs to change and that needs to change. Well, it was all right when it was all happening years ago. Why is it so different now? Just because of what's going on? It's stupid. Doesn't make sense. It should still be the same.
Chris has often said, I mean, can you remember Alf Garnett?
Say it again.
Can you remember Alf Garnett?
Alf Garnett? No.
It were racist and they were effing, well, you know, we were swearing all while. Same as Chris said. Had he made that nowadays, it'd have been undrawn and quartered.
Yeah, it's silly. It's just it really is. Wakey's put "Try Love Thy Neighbour." I think that's a program. But Kate just said Little Britain.
Oh yeah, because it were like a white family living next door to a black family.
What's the movie called? What's that movie called? Is it East is East?
I've no idea.
That's similar. That's Asian. With English. Does that mean that needs to be banned? You could really go down to see on it, and it's stupid. We've all loved these programs and watched them, etc., and laughed over them and made jokes over them and found it funny, etc. And all of a sudden, everyone's turned a snowflake.
Yeah.
It just.
I mean, Gordo put when I were on about White Cliffs of Dover, he says they will have some poor bugger with a paintbrush painting. But this is it. It's a natural phenomenon. It's a chalk. You know, it's how it is naturally. Yeah. So why mess with nature? Why mess with history? And why mess with our English heritage?
If they're going to start doing stuff like that, that's being racist towards white people.
Yeah, that's you've got to see it as. It's not just one way; it's both ways. Like Crystal said, then if you're going to change it, then we can all stand there and say, "Well, that's now singling us out. That's being racist towards us."
Kate said times were different back then. I agree, Kate, but I mean, half of stuff what they got away with in them days, they won't get away with it nowadays. And they want monkey taken off at Cocoa Pot, and they say that what is it, Rice Krispies? It's racist because it depicts 3 white men. You know, it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's not good at all. It's very, very silly. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I agree.
How I find it anyway, I find it's getting out of hand.
Wakey says they removed Gollywog from Robinson's Jam. Yeah, under peer pressure.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
I mean, when I was a kid, I had a pin badge with Robinson's Gollywog. You know, I didn't see it as a black or white. I just seen it as a Gollywog.
Yeah, I thought it. There's so many different things you could really go down to now, which it could cause war if it really wanted to. But then is it a massive cover up for this COVID-19? Because all of a sudden, this is all what everyone talks about. And it seems that it's trying to get pushed out of the COVID-19 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everyone was gathering for it, protesting for it. And they're now saying the numbers didn't rise. Well, that's funny.
So
which one is it?
Does anybody remember that? I can remember them. But it's like, same as I said other day. Donald Trump lives in White House, so are they going to rename that?
Yeah, the White House.
You know what I mean? Trump residents or
Trump's flat.
or basically the president's abode. You know what I mean? It's always been called White House.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. It's been called for that long. People wouldn't call it anything different.
Yeah, Kate says, I know Vera Lynn was old, but her songs kept our soldiers going, still going today. They give me chills, her songs. Both my grandpas fought in World War II, Dunkirk, from the day it started. But this is it. It's like our soldiers, it's like smacking them in the face, really, isn't it? Everything that they fought for, you know what I mean?
Somebody's rejoined us. Someone's rejoined.
Yeah, Simon says Obama didn't complain when he lived there. Gordo says, are they going to paint door on number 10? Because it's a black door, isn't it?
But the serious question is, are we going to paint Suki?
Oh, bless her. Nobody could hate Suki.
What do you reckon, Suki? So we're going to paint you?
You and our Benny will have to elope, Suki, if things get too bad.
Little Suki.
That reminds me, our Benny does exactly the same thing.
Sat here loving
But yeah,
definitely. Cat is on it.
Your cat's racist because it's black. Well, our Benny is then, because he's all black. Well, apart from an odd grey hair here and there.
You know what, Suki's got a little bit of grey hair now on the front.
Wait, she says like... Nellie's fine. She's black and white. Yeah. Gordo says he has a racist dog as well. Because Ronnie's all black, bless her.
No. Right, well, Jeanette, I'm going to call it a night because
yeah, I'm going to say it's 7 minutes past 11, and don't time fly when you're having fun.
That's the one. It's flew by tonight, hasn't it? Really has flown by.
Yeah.
For it. Well, thank you for having me on.
Yes, you're welcome. It's been lovely to have you on. It's made a change.
Been
so I don't know about that. I'll be doing a panel every live stream, but
of course
we'll see anyway.
It changed up.
So thank you everybody for coming in, and obviously it has been a good night tonight.
It's been different. So, it's been a change.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you, Ian, for coming on the panel, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening on the baking stream. So just hang back a little bit, Ian, when I think. So
of course.
I just want a quick word.
Yep.
So night everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow evening.
See you later, everyone.
Circle of Death.
I say it's saying it's live on mine still.
Yeah, it's Circle of Death going.
Still on.
I know I am, because it's not ending it. Let me just
got a picture for Chris though.
See, I'm clicking on end broadcast, but it's not doing no. It says having trouble connecting. Check your internet connection. It's not ending it. That's the thing. Yeah. I know I'm still live, Kate. It's keep clicking end broadcast, but it's not doing anything.
No.
No. Well, don't talk about anyone yet. No, we're not. I'm just waiting for it to.
Why didn't you show the picture?
It's all right if you can hear Chris laughing. Ian sent him a picture. Oh, sake. Right. Try again. Sorry about this, guys.
Looks like you're doing an all-night stream, Bobby.
Yeah, it's just circle going round. It don't want me to shut down, Kate. Oh God. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn StreamYards off, and then it should.
It's left me now. It's left me here. Hi everyone. But I'm still alive in Jeanette's, but hi. Right, I'm gonna shut it down because I don't want to be on Jeanette's. On my own. See you then.